We are live. Hello, live. How you be, young man? I'm just fine. I was waiting to hear from you, sir. And I ain't hear nothing else. Mr. Ray Smith, what's up, sir? We gonna be getting it in today. I guess I am going to be digging in DC's chest first. I was gonna save them for later, but I went to my LCS today and I saw some stuff that kind of rubbed me the wrong way. And so I decided to bring it home and say WTF. And I just, since y'all in here, y'all get the preview. Wait. No, Nico, not nice. Not nice. Not nice. Question. And this was the first thing came out of my mouth when I seen it. Look at the cover of that and tell me, and this is going to piss you off too. Tell me how many of these characters on the front of this book have a monthly title. I'll wait. So, Joe Moline, John Stewart, Jackson Hyde, Nubia, Black Lightning, Val, Cyborg, and Vixen are only worthy of a book during Black History Month. Why does not one of those freaking characters have a monthly title? Since it's all about inclusion, since it's all about Black. Then on top of that, red, yellow, and green. If I'm not mistaken, pardon me for not getting my black colors mixed up, but ain't red, yellow, and green Rastafari? Correct me if I'm wrong. Stop me at any time. There's a story in here about Amazing Man. Amazing Man? Amazing Man. We ain't seen Amazing Man in how long? Since like the early 2000s, 2006, 2005, something like that, with that Dale Eaglesham run on Justice Society of America. Okay, we ain't seen that cat in the grip. The one thing I do like about it though is at the end of each story, they give you one of these little who's who things. And tell you about, who these people are and what their powers are, so on and so forth, blah, blah, blah. That's the one bright spot about it. Okay. You got a Black Lightning story with Black Lightning and Thunder and Lightning. You got a Nubia story with Bumblebee. Hang on. Somebody brought this to my attention on Twitter. That's Karen Beecher. That's Bumblebee. So you telling me Bumblebee is team light skin now? She went from being a brown skin, coffee colored sister to team light skin. I'm like, bruh. And we need more Nubia. Lots and lots more Nubia. It ain't her. She had a 6-issue miniseries, and they was just like, where'd she go? But this is their representation. This is their representation. And then you know they have to have the obligatory Jon Stewart story. Okay. You wouldn't be right if you didn't have a Jon Stewart story in there. Because he's DC's token. And then you got 2 for 1. Aquaman and Kid Flash. They gave you Wallace West and Jackson Hyde. You know what I mean? And then, of course, no DC token blackness would be 100% complete without Booyah. And he's even saying Booyah. they hurting him. They hurting him, ain't they? You know what I'm saying? But you got this going on. I don't know. But you know what? People who ain't up on what's going on will automatically go, yay, Black power, yay, Black representation. And if people like me open up my mouth and try to complain about it, oh, you hating on Black stuff. No, I'm not hating on Black stuff. I just ain't swallowing the BS that they throwing out here at us. Come on now, y'all. We got to be a little more discerning than that. If DC is making a genuine effort to be inclusive, shouldn't happen like this. And it damn sure shouldn't happen in February. You know what I'm saying? Pose much, cater much. You know what I'm saying? What's that all about? You know what I mean? So I don't get it. Okay, I'm gonna let y'all marinate. I got one quick thing I gotta take care of. I'll be right back. Right. Get us the Fred, please, when he comes. He said he's on his way. And it's I owe him 10. I had to go pay my plow guy. Yeah, you want to keep a good relationship with your plow guy, your guy that comes and moves your snow removing guy. Have to keep that cool. Have to keep that cool. So is Grand Madam Tarot. I knew somebody else was coming. Hey, Grand Madam. Like I was telling them, Grand Madam, I picked this up today at the comic book store. Kamoyo Kid. Oh, Kamoyo Kid's in here. I didn't see Kamoyo Kid. There you are. Okay. I don't know how they doing tonight. I'm a little perturbed about this book right here, Kamoyo Kid. Red, yellow, and green are not the colors for Black History Month. They are not even the colors of the Pan-African flag. And they trying to kiss up and suck up, and they didn't even get the damn colors right. So that was the first thing that pissed me off. The second thing that pissed me off is every single character in this book does not have a monthly title. I mean, if you want to count Green Lantern as being Jon Stewart and Joe Maline's book, okay. But you got all these Black characters, and not one of them got a damn monthly title. They got Val Zod on the cover, and there ain't even no Val Zod story in here. They got Vixen on the cover, and there's no Vixen story in here. So that's my thing. Is this book to me is pandering, and it's pandering in the same exact way that Black Panther, Wakanda Forever, hate to keep bringing it up, pandered to the masses emotionally. This is colorism pandering, if such a thing could be coined. You heard it here first. I'm just that's come on. He said that's 70s Toyota camper colors. Exactly. And they had a nerve to put that shit on the back like, we DC, we woke. Now, okay. Okay. Everything else is hi. Hello. Let me address Assura's question here, if he did even ask a question. WTF is, I'm assuming, up. What the is up with the upcoming issue 14 of John Ridley? T'Challa kicked out, and Falashade blames him for her joining with Akili that started the second coup d'etat or insurrection. It's John Ridley. Theo, what's good, my man? What's going on? John Ridley is not to be even worried about anymore. I would not. This is just me. I would not focus on John Ridley. He about to be out here in a second. So why are we continuing to harp on his BS? We have exposed it as BS. The nation has exposed it as BS. He is BS. We know anything coming out of the next two issues is BS, and it's getting ready to disappear anyway. So there ain't no why. I'm not gonna bitch about it because I know it's going away. Ms. Ewing has already said she ain't even going in that direction. So let the man make whatever the heck he wants to make. It's just going to be unmade. Okay, welcome everybody. Yes, Grand Madam, it's called DC Power. I call it DC color pandering because that's what this is. We put all our Black characters on one cover and said, ooh, look, we are inclusive. We are celebratory of the triumphs and accomplishments of Black people. Well, if they were really celebratory of the accomplishments of Black people, they would be celebratory of the accomplishments of Black people January, March through December, not just in February. Anybody who ain't Black that's pandering like that is obvious what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like when an all-white school had Black History Month for a week. We're pandering. You know what I'm saying? And if you went to an all-white school and it wasn't enough Black people at that all-white school, guess what? Yeah, they was cutting your Black History Month very, very short. Short as a little person. Let's see. Mr. Smith, you said you brought up Black Panther at Bible study. What was the result of bringing up Black Panther at the Bible study, Mr. Smith? I'd be curious to know. I just finished watching. Grand Madam says she just finished watching BB2. It never should have been promoted as Black Panther, simply as Wakanda Forever. Many hundreds of thousands of people agree with you, Grand Madam. But that's revisionist history. Call it what you want to call it, but I'm not calling it Black history. How about that? It ain't Black history. It's pandering all day, every day. Period. John Ridley, I believe that, Nico. It is definitely John Ridley trying to put the nail in the coffin, and it's tiresome. You know what I'm saying? Um, okay, what's the point of putting characters like Vixen on the cover when she hasn't been a relevant character in any comic for all of 2022, to my knowledge? Rich, Amazing Man, for that matter. When the last time you heard anything significant about, maybe I'm missing out or something, but I ain't heard nothing about Amazing Man in a damn minute. I'm like, really? Refreshing, but at the same time, huh? Amazing Man. That's what made me say it's pandering, because you just pulling black characters out of your ass and saying, here, look, see, look at this plethora of Negro superpowers we got floating around in our ranks. Well, if you got so much black star power, DC, why in the hell are you only using John Stewart, Nubia, and Joe Malone? Pandering. Why Sentry and Hyperion action figures on Swole Patrol while Blue Marvel built like a regular Joe? Well, Theo, let me take you back to the early 80s when Jean Grey first became Phoenix and the X-Men were swept through a warp gate to the Shi'ar Empire. And when they were fighting to seal the Mkron crystal, there were two warriors they had to face. One's name was Jaff, and the other's name was Mott. Mott was like this great big giant Titanic robot thing, and Jaff, little bitty fella, little guy. You see what I'm saying? So, long story short, it ain't the size or build of the dog in the fight. Because let us not forget, this is the same man who one-shotted the Hulk. So I don't think the size of his muscles has anything to do with the amount of quantum power he possesses. So you make him regular size, but he's still knocking mugs out all day, every day, twice on Sunday. That's just my opinion, but yeah, now. Lots of people were interested in what I said. They didn't know any of what I said. Yeah, Mr. Smith. I find myself running into that a lot because the vast majority of people and their familiarity with the Black Panther is post 2016. Captain America Civil War is the vast majority of people's introduction to the Black Panther. So, yeah, why would they know about Jungle Action? Why would they know about the Kirby run, the Priest run, the mini series, the Supremacists, all of that? You know, they would not know because the lush history of Wakanda and T'Challa is being stifled or has been stifled. So, yeah, I could totally see somebody wanting to. Got a Skype subscription. Oh, okay. I have to dig mine out, bro. I don't even remember a lot. I think I still got the password. I don't know. We shall see, sir. We shall see. They say, Theo, you know why, my brother. I'm just saying it should. I get it. Let me see. Now y'all got me all in a tizzy. Huh. Regular size dude. Let me see if I can find. Now y'all get to see what's in these drawers. Wahaha. You're gonna make me do a side-by-side comparison. Theo, why? Theo, why? Okay. Not that I'm doubting you, sir. I just want to see for myself. I haven't opened up this Blue Marvel since I did the video. Okie dokie. Blue Marvel here. Let's take a look. See. We doing some action figuring, y'all. We doing some action figuring. Okay. There is the Blue Marvel action figure. Okay. Standard build, standard size, standard build, standard size. And I got all three of the Superman knockoffs. Let's start with the most obvious one. Gladiator. Okay. And I got a cloth cape for Gladiator. So I like that. That's nice. That's nice. Damn, he does look a little he does look a little more swole. Yeah, we my goodness. We do it side by side. Yeah, bro. Yeah, Gladiator way bigger. Okay. And then we got the bearded Sentry, excuse me. Yeah, you can look at him and see he on Swole Patrol like a mug. He look like a white Jonathan Majors. Damn. Yeah. Yeah. And last but not least, yeah, I shouldn't even have to do the third one. He said cloth cape, we fancy around here. You're damn skiffy, kid. You're damn skiffy. Hyperion. You can see he way swollen. I mean, though, I say Sentry looked like white Jesus after hitting the gym. My son, I have the power of 1,000,000 blazing suns. Yeah, okay. I like those hands though. He's got those hands. They're optional. You can make them into a fist. I got a Hulk like that. He said Theo can probably see the differences blindfolded. Dude is next level. Yeah, he is something special. I ain't taking that away from him, man. He's an action figure. If I still use that word, that's probably what I would have said. As I look, I'm just like, wow. That is very, very true. And I'm looking at, yeah, everybody's rocked out, gunned up. Haters. I don't know what to say, bruh. I don't know what to say. And I sure ain't about to defend him. I guess, should he be? I guess is my question. Should he be? I mean, what does Marvel Wiki say how tall and big Blue Marvel is? And if he ain't supposed to be smaller than 250 pounds, you know what I'm saying? Or it depends, you know what I'm saying? Height, size, proportionate. I know Gladiator has the same dimensions as Superman. And I know Hyperion is bigger than Thor is. And according to Marvel rookie Sentry is only 5'10"? He just swole. I don't know, man. You know what? I like my Blue Marble. I mean, if we want to, go at him like that, I suppose we could. I guess my biggest thing was, how come he ain't got the gray? You know what I'm saying? That was my thing. I wanted to see that, that Reed Richards salt and pepper thing going on, but they was just like, we ain't gonna deal with that. But you know what? I ain't gonna worry about it. At least not right now. That's a battle for another day, ladies and gentlemen. On a serious note, real quick, did you see I ain't gonna say my man, but did you see Al Sharpton yesterday at the celebration of life for Tyre Nichols? Did you did you hear him call? Did you hear him call them police officers punks? Theo said, shit, he wouldn't, Jack, he wasn't finna be grayed out. I can only hope. But anyways, about the Tyre Nichols thing. Was it just me, or did y'all feel like Kamala Harris being there was over the top? Because, see, this is my thing. Breonna Taylor's mama was there. George Floyd's brother was there. To me, that's appropriate. It's applicable. Kindred spirits. Now, is Kamala Harris showing up to just be visible, or is there actually going to be something done? Because this is my thing. You done gave local police officers more than enough time to correct these situations. I ain't talking about just in Memphis. I'm talking nationwide, period. Okay? Because George Floyd was in Minnesota. You know what I'm saying? There needs to be legislation at the federal level. Because it's not going to stop until there's something with some finality to stop it. Or is it because the majority of people dying, the majority of people getting killed are that color right there? And so it don't matter to them. Am I tripping? Because that's what it seems like to me. Anytime it happens, every celebrity and their mama come out of the woodwork for 5 minutes. And then they disappear. What does Miss Three Strikes policy plan to do about the cops? What does former Attorney General propose that we do about that situation? Ray Smith said a photo op is all it was. Kind of what I thought too. I'm like, Kamala Harris, you're out of place. You know what I'm saying? You're like ribs at a Muslim cookout. You know what I'm saying? You don't fit here. You say you sitting down, so I don't think you're tripping. Ha 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 ha. Way to go, Theo. Grand Madam said we need to be a protected group like the Asians. Yeah, we should be a protected group, but I can see that getting shot down because there's more of us killing us than there are other people killing us. Because while all of these police shootings are going on, That didn't slow down the body count in Chi-Town. You know what I'm saying? That don't slow down the body count in Detroit. That don't slow, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, who are we being protected from? Are we being protected from us? And how do we protect us from us? It's an easy thing to protect us from everybody else, but we still gonna keep dying over Negro-ish in the streets. You know what I'm saying? It's still brothers out here right now. Friday night, it's gonna be some brothers out there dying over a block. It's gonna be some brothers out there dying over a street corner. It's gonna be some brothers out there dying because I wanted 12.5 and I got 12.4. You know what I'm saying? So it's, how do we fight that right there? It's performative, but that's how it's always been from. Yeah, I mean, I get that. And that's what I'm saying. The solution, if anybody with some power really wanted to create a solution to that problem, they could very easily. You know what I'm saying? I remember back in the 80s, early 80s, when Ronald Reagan kind of got shot. Um and his boy Brady got shot, they hurried up and made a law called the Brady Law. Didn't they? Who did the Brady Law benefit? Or the Brady Bill, whatever. It's a Brady Law now. It was the Brady Bill back then. The Brady Bill. The Brady Bill. That's the way we became the Brady Bill. For you that don't know, I want to give you the right word. Okay. The Brady Law, in full, the Brady Handgun Violence Prevention Act, U.S. legislation adopted in 1993 that imposed an interim 5-day waiting period. That thing. Okay, you can't just go in the store and be like, I'll take that 44, like Arnold Schwarzenegger in the first Terminator movie. Just came in this gun store. I'll take the Uzi 9mm. I'll take the grenade launcher, the Glock 9. You know what I'm saying? Just going, yeah. How you gonna pay for it? You know, and dude was just throwing them up on the table. Back in the 80s, you could do that. But I guess after the president gets shot, you had to enacted that law when Crips and Bloods was killing each other, but they don't get their guns legally anyway. So it's a dicey thing at best. I guess that's what the 3-strike legislation was for, because they couldn't get the guns off the street. Yeah, very performative. Very, very performative. I agree 150%. 50. 50. Why do we do things like that? Why do we put our little twist, our little accent on things? You know what I'm saying? And why do we put S's on the end of stuff that don't require an S at the end of it? You ever thought about that? Like the white comedian that black people like, his name is Gary Owen. Not Gary Owens. That's Gary Owens in them. Why y'all giving Gary extra letters in his name? Oh my goodness. Symptom of a bigger problem, y'all. Symptom of a bigger problem. The United States of America is going to hell in a handbasket. And when all is said and done, there ain't gonna be nobody left standing but rich people. That's what we're looking at right now. And the frustration in saying I'm just gonna go shoot everything up, that's not solving the problem. The frustration of being officers with absolute power and taking advantage of citizenry, that's not going to fly. Why do police officers have to protect and serve on the side of their squad cars? And that ain't just in a couple cities. That's in a gang of cities. Who are they serving? Who are they protecting? Damn sure ain't us. Why do they have that there? 2nd Street Marvel, what's up? Appreciate you, dog. They protect and serve the state. Yes, they do. Okay, and I'm going to give you another revelation that you might not necessarily be aware of. Police officers are another way of collecting taxes. Think I'm lying? Why do police officers have monthly quotas to write citations? I'll wait. That is not to serve the public trust. You know what police officers are supposed to be doing? If you serving and protecting, police officers should be on the streets solely for victim crimes. Police shouldn't show their face anywhere unless there's a damn victim. That's just how I feel about it. I could be wrong as 2 left feet, but that's how I feel about it. They making money off of us. You know what I'm saying? Where does that money go after they write tickets? But it is supposed to go into improving the city, right? Ain't that what it's supposed to go into? What second Street Marvel say? They have to strong arm the working man for their money. Jeffrey Lane, what's up, man? Yeah, if it's a victimless crime, why are they there? You see what I'm saying? Why are you pulling out your gun during a victimless crime? Oh, because I felt threatened. That seems to be the blanket statement that police officers use to protect their ass. I was threatened. 5 police officers felt threatened. 5 police officers felt threatened. They ain't got no excuse. They have no excuse whatsoever. And if you saw that body cam footage, you know they didn't have no excuse. I ain't one to spread rumors, but you know what I'm saying? Why else would you do some shit like that? I mean, I'm not saying, okay, it was because Tyre Nichols was boning his girlfriend, because it's a real easy way to prove that. Put the girl in a deposition. Seize the girl's phone as evidence. Done. We ain't got to go through that. She could delete it. Guess what? You could delete some shit and they can still pull it up. We put an end to that. Don't need to be spreading no ugly, nasty, unfounded rumors if there ain't no truth to them. I mean, it makes sense, but you got to prove it. It ain't what you know, it's what you can prove. That's what Denzel said on Training Day, right? It's what you can prove. If you can't prove that man was boning her, leave that shit alone. There's no reason to go there. You know what I mean? So, let's see here. Kamoyo Kid said, my dad was NOPD. He called law enforcement a corporation. He was disgusted with it. If he was alive, he would be outraged at how much worse things have gotten. I agree. And just like I told y'all on videos before, my first wife was a police officer. And I can't tell you how many times that woman came home angry, upset, or stressed out because of some things she was forced to do, or because of some things she refused to do. You know what I'm saying? And that's how I know a police officer can say, no, I ain't going to do that to another police officer. There doesn't have to be that whack ass code of silence. Because I feel like the people who ain't speaking are the ones who are the cowards. Them cops are the ones who are the most cowardly. If you're trying to do your job and somebody is preventing you, or their actions are preventing you or making you look bad or something like that, say something. Oh, well, they ain't gonna back me up on the street. They don't need to be on the street then, to be quite honest. And if you feel like that, say that. And eventually, you know, she quit. She quit. I mean, she was so stressed out that she had to quit. Can't take it no more, you know? So I get that. I know they're foul. I know there's some dirty pool being played. And it's like the police officers in Alaska don't even have to have a damn body cam on. So they could just do what they want to do up here. You find a mug in the snow in April or May. You know, it's scary, you know. I ain't going out like that though. Not your boy in them. I can't do it. I can't do it. I can't do it. I can't do it. When I found out what, you know, the psychological test to get into the police department consists of, and it's just like mind games and people playing with you and fooling with you, and I ain't fucking with that. Most benevolent, blah, blah, blah. Most benevolent king. What's good? I'm speaking true facts on what happened. He got sacrificed. I'm going to send a link in the comment section after this episode so you can look for yourself. So all police officers are killing based on their birthdays? That's weird. Anywho, in closing about that topic right there, like I said earlier, Denzel said it best. It isn't what you know, it's what you can prove. You know what I'm saying? Because I've been hearing, man, if I told y'all about some of the outlandish things I've heard, it depends on what you're willing to wrap your brain around. Truth is truth, but speculation is still speculation. If I can't go to any, and that's why I tell people, be careful where you get your information from. Okay? Information that comes from a credible source is one thing. Information that comes from a trusted source is one thing. Me jumping up and getting excited about some shit I read in the Griot or some stuff I read on the Root, or you know what I'm saying? Or that stuff that you got to understand where it's leaning. You know what I'm saying? When you hear things about conservatives written by liberals, you got to think about that. And vice versa. When you hear things about liberals written by conservatives. When you hear things about black people written by white people, when you hear things about black people written by black people, take that shit with a grain of salt. Okay, it takes more than cross-referencing one article. It takes more than cross-referencing one source. If you're trying to find the truth about something, you need to cross-reference multiple sources. That's why y'all see me doing a whole bunch of videos about what somebody said or what the rumor was. Okay? Because a rumor is just that, a rumor. Rumors can change. Okay? Somebody could be slated to star in a movie and then drop out. I'm just saying. If it ain't 100% credible, don't waste your energy or time. Um, okay. Um, the new DCU. James Gunn, Peter Safran. Let's talk about it. How y'all feel about that? If Nico's still in here, I know he has something to say about it. He had a whole bunch he wanted to say about it. I would love to hear what y'all thinking because I'm gonna share with y'all what I think about the new DCU. Anybody? Anybody? Any takers? Come on, hit me with your best theory. H-Town Boss, what's up? He said he thinks it's a decent phase one. Damian shouldn't be the Robin in Brave and Bold. Good point, Rich. Very good point. But in recent years, you know what I'm saying? Again, I do not understand why people making comic book movies refuse to go back past the year 2000 for source material. I just don't get that. Everything's got to be, 2007, 2008 and up. You got some 60, 70 years of source material that you could tap into that you're just ignoring. How many how many Dick Grayson Robin adventures are there? You know what I'm saying? But you're gonna go with Damien. Got it. This Elseworlds BS he said about the other projects doesn't make sense whatsoever. I don't understand that either. Go back to the 90s. The Authority. One of the projects slated to be released is The Authority. Talk to me, people. What's got to go into an Authority movie? Well, right off the top, a homosexual relationship between a Batman like and a Superman like character. What kind of echoes is that going to send throughout the comic book reading universe? The comic book movie going universe. Some people are going to keep their mouths shut because they don't want to seem homophobic. But the people who know that actually occurred in the book ain't tripping. But folks who's homophobic, they're going to have a tremendous problem with that. There's a lot about gratuitous violence. If the Authority is not R-rated, that shit's going to flop. Period. The level of violence, those Brian Hitch illustrations, bruh, come on now. Stuff getting broken up, eviscerated, torn. Man, they don't be holding nothing back. And if you ain't gonna give me an Authority movie that looks like the Authority comic book, still not there for it. Still not there for it. What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? What y'all talk about? They need to go back to the 90s. That was the best time of comics. Yeah, shoulder pads and pouches. I felt the news was meh. And you know what, King? That's the general consensus. A Paradise Island show, but no Wonder Woman or a Wonder Woman movie was perplexing to me. kind of like a Wakanda TV show, huh? Yeah, we gonna do what we feel like doing. If the Paradise Island show ain't got Nubia in it, wasting your time. Rich said no, Jeffrey Lane. They need to go back to the 70s, not the 90s. Either or. You know what I'm saying? I'm down with the 70s, 80s, or 90s. You know? H-Town Boss said, and it should be rated R. Well, I know they probably don't want to lose too much money. They're going to lose it anyway because DC has been branded. You know what I'm saying? Until DC consistently, keyword in that sentence is consistently, until DC consistently drops some bangers like 3 or 4 in a row, then you can start to dig yourself out of the quagmire that began with Batman versus Superman. Until then, I mean, because it's one thing to have one movie here, another movie over here, and you know what I'm saying? You can't have these intermittent hits. You got to put together a string of wins. You know what I'm saying? Y'all can't keep, W, L, W, L, W, W, L, L, L. No, you can't do that and expect people to get behind your brand, to back your brand. I ain't backing it. You know what I'm saying? I'll just continue to do what I've been doing. I pick and choose. You know what I'm saying? I go see that one. I ain't gonna go see that one. But you'll never dig yourself out of the hole that way, Warner Brothers. You'll never dig yourself out of the hole that way, DC. Facts. Neville and King say you never heard of the Authority. They are a dark Justice League. Reminiscent of the 7 from The Boys. That's the Authority in a nutshell. When did Superman meet the Authority? When did Superman meet the Authority? I know Superman's met Apollo, but I have never seen a meeting between Superman and the Authority. No. But, they're more the adult DC titles. I forget the name of it, but they're more along that line. I can't remember the name. It'll come to me. How hard will DC go at Marvel in the Authority? Damn good question. What do you mean the 70s? Hell no. The 70s introduced you to characters like Black Lightning. The 70s introduced you to characters like John Stewart. The 70s introduced you to characters like Bumblebee. Yeah, the 70s. A lot of cool shit going on in the 70s. A lot of people just don't know nothing about it. Superman had one artist, Kurt Swan, for a long ass time. I ain't never seen a run by one artist on one book for that long. Except maybe Chris Claremont. Kamoyo Kid said, but Martha. Jeffrey Lane said, nobody asked for a Wonder Woman series either. Nobody asked for a lot of that shit that Gunn and Saffron are getting ready to give us. Because I'm like, and it's just called Lanterns. It's not a particular Green Lantern, but John Stewart will be in it. We just gonna call it Lanterns. At least have the balls to have the commitment to say, John Stewart, Green Lantern. He's the most popular. He's been the most popular Green Lantern since the 2000s anyway. So He's the most recognizable, the most visible Green Lantern at this point anyway. So y'all might as well just call it John Stewart Green Lantern. They won't do that though. There is a recent DC comic where Superman met the whole team. Yeah, a recent DC comic. I ain't been rocking with it. Bruh, this does not inspire me to rock with DC. This book does not make me want to go out and buy more DC books. Go look at it and tell me. See, they got the colors wrong. I keep telling everybody. Those are not colors for Black History Month. You're missing the black. Anyway. No, Jeffrey, we're not saying make a Superman movie or show set in the 70s. We're saying draw on source material from Superman books from the 70s. At least that's what I'm saying. I don't know what nobody else is saying. Nah, I don't want no 70s Superman either. Nobody asked about Waller either. Nobody did. But I guess that's their diversity choice. Now, Jeffrey, this book is called Power. It's got a bunch of short stories with Black characters in it, but none of these Black characters have a monthly title. So why am I even worried about that book? I got the receipt. Shit. Let me see if I got the receipt. Got the receipt. Guess where that book's going? Yeah, it's called DC Power, Jeffrey, but ain't no power in it. My favorite DC Wildstorm crossover is Captain Atom Armageddon. Waller who? Amanda Waller, kid, or were you being facetious? Amanda Waller, bruh. The Wall. I have not seen Captain Atom Armageddon, Rich. I might have to look that up. Swamp Thing is cool, though. If they do Swamp Thing like they do that Swamp Thing series that they just canceled a couple years ago, I'm with that. That matter of fact, just go season 2 of that first Swamp Thing series that they just had on DC. Rock, that was dope. I liked that Swamp Thing series. It was cool. They touched on, the green and bruh. Yeah, bring that series. Just rock that series. That Swamp Thing series was dope. I am not mad at it. I'm mad that they canceled it though. Okay, I understand stories from the 70s and 80s would be very cool. Sorry, everyone. No harm, no foul, bro. James Gunn is confusing me with Brave and Bold because his fave Robin being Damon shouldn't mean Damian being the first real attempt to bring Robin to the big screen after Batman and Robin. I agree. Damian, nah. That's a story you build up to, not a story you kick off with. I personally, I would go with Tim. I would go with Tim and have Dick already be Nightwing. And if we decided we wanted to do an old school Batman movie and talk about back when Nightwing used to be Robin, we could do that. But nah, the Dick Grayson Robin ship to me has sailed, and because Nightwing has solidified himself as a character who deserves to continue to exist. That's just me. I got a handful of DC characters that I like. Nightwing's one of them. He should stay Nightwing. I don't think he should go. They shouldn't go retroactive. If they're gonna go back, they should go back to Tim Drake. I think Tim Drake is a very versatile, and utilitarian Robin. He's got just enough of this and just enough of that. He's more the detective minded Robin anyway. So that's what, if that's the direction we going in, he's the ideal Robin for it. That's just me. That's, you know, y'all might feel different. Nobody asked for Supergirl either. We already had Supergirl. Y'all just had a Supergirl series. Why? I don't. Yeah, I agree. Got into Batman right before the Bane saga. Wow. Yeah, yeah. Todd McFarlane, uh, Neil Adams. That's a lot of, that's a lot of Batman in the 70s. Batman was just starting to not be corny no more. You know what I mean? In the 70s, they started putting that kind of rough edge around Batman, and the story started getting a little more grittier, and you know what I'm saying? And they played up the detective angle a lot more. Yeah, that's, you got about a decade and a half of Batman stories that you could be rocking with. Not to mention, Batman used to appear monthly in The Brave and the Bold. Kamayo Kids say a Red Line DC series written by Priest. What's the last thing Christopher Priest did? Has he been doing anything lately? What is the last thing that Christopher Priest did that was of note? I feel like he's been out of the loop for a while. Maybe he should, yeah, dive on back in. Why not? Sure. I mean, his Black Panther run was probably arguably the best run. Fight me on it. D seeing this is worse than what Zach was doing. Yes. It is worse than what Zach was doing. A lot of people was like, I'm here for it. Yeah, I'm excited. Not me. They've got what's coming out next? Shazam, uh, Blue Beetle, and what is two Aquaman, and then there's one more, a Flash, and then we done with this version of DC. Priest writing the current Black Adam book, Rich again. I ain't checking for nothing DC. That one book right there was the one I tried to check. I'm like, let's see, okay, bunch of superheroes here. Maybe I'm getting more bang for my buck. But then as I looked at it, let me give him a chance. Let me give him a chance. And kind of thumbed through it, and I saw, Amazing Man. Okay, I'm down for Amazing Man story, but nah, DC got some work they gotta do. They pissed me off with that Nubia miniseries. Did 5 issues and then waited like 3-4 months to bring out the 6th issue. You know what I'm saying? I was collecting the Ant from Image Comics. That's, if you ain't reading the Ant, it's hard to find. But if you find the Ant, woo, that's all I'm gonna say. Matter of fact, I think I grabbed the last one right here. Y'all need to pick that up if you can find it. That's the Ant. And yeah, it is a big, thick sister underneath all that red. It's that's all I'm gonna say. Anyway, in your opinion, what character should DC start with? I say Superman, Batman, the Flash, Green Lantern, etc. When they get to the Justice League, unlimited tier stuff, etc. First, if you're gonna start with Batman, which I don't think they should do because Batman is like their go-to movie character, show me that you can make a consistent string of movies without going to Batman. Batman is like the nuclear option when your stuff ain't hitting right. I think since Superman is that cat, start out with a Superman movie, but don't tell me Superman's origin story. I am so tired of hearing Superman's origin story. We know who Superman is. Superman is that common of a character that a person who knows absolutely nothing about Superman or comic books can tell you Superman, or can give you a reasonable path of Superman's origin story. So I would start out with a Superman story and have him fighting. Maybe I'd go deep. I want to see something like the Superman Revenge Squad. That's what I'd like to see a movie about. Or I'd like to see a movie about two characters that will really give Superman pause if they teamed up. Metallo and the Parasite. You see what I'm saying? Give Superman something that's going to make him stress. Give Superman something he going to have to think outside the box, that you can't just punch the shit out of it. That's what I would like to see for a Superman movie. You know what I'm saying? You did General Zod in Man of Steel. I thought that was a not terrible movie. How old would Batman be around the time he meets Damian? Well, if I'm not mistaken, Batman became Batman, what, early 30s? He became Batman early, mid 30s. He became Batman. So 40s? Batman would be in his 40s. Almost everything has happened by then. Bane, etc., already happened. Yeah, that stuff. Lantern sounds like it's gonna be like the Guardians of the Galaxy, but Hal and John playing the buddy cop roles. Blech. They better be buddy cops out on some distant nebula. I don't want no buddy cops on Earth. You know what I mean? Why do we need two Green Lanterns on Earth? You got like 5 or 6, but why do we need two Green Lanterns on Earth? Why do you need to make a series about two Earth-based Green Lanterns? I don't see the appeal. One Green Lantern is enough to handle anything on Earth, ain't it? I mean, that's how it was for the longest time until we just start getting saturated. Green Lantern, Green Lantern, Green Lantern, Green Lantern. Why does Earth have so many damn Green Lanterns? Don't know. If I was a Green Lantern, I would get all my Green Lanterns from Daxam and have all my Green Lanterns be like Sodom Yacht. You know what I mean? He could take on Superboy Prime. I mean, he didn't beat him, but he could take on Superboy Prime. That's just my thought. How would you say that all these heroes know each other and then come together? Why do they have to know each other? Why can't they just meet up? Ain't that how heroes meet each other in comic books? A misunderstanding, and then they fight for a little bit, and then they discover, oh, we're not bad, But DC's different, you know what I'm saying? Because like superheroes in DC, they want to meet up, fight, and then go in an alley and reveal everything to each other. And I'm like, come on now, I don't know. You might be a villain posing as a hero. So yeah. Say John gonna be Danny Glover. They should just copy the Justice League cartoon route and just add years of comics. That could work too. Question, y'all, and it ain't rhetorical. Can Captain America beat the Black Panther in a head-up fight? I'll wait. Again, can Captain America beat the Black Panther in a head-up fight? Chillmonger, what is up, my brother? Chillmonger says nope. Jeffrey Lane says nope. Kamoyo Kid says nope. So why in, I don't even have to ask, Black Panther number 13? That's why. Do you see the power of a single issue? Because I did a video, and if you need me to, I can do another video. There is no trace in all of Marvel Comics where Captain America beat T'Challa in a head-up fight. They were either somebody wasn't going full out, somebody was injured, or it ended before it got too deep, or Cap got his ass kicked. Those are the only results I have ever seen in all of the fights, all of the conflicts, all of the skirmishes Captain America and any Black Panther has had. Captain America been getting his ass kicked by Black Panthers since World War II. Stop the cap. We keep telling this story. We keep telling this story. We keep pushing this. And I'm going to tell you why this narrative keeps getting pushed. Artists, writers, they sucking on that Captain America is that guy tit. You know what I'm saying? We try to make Captain America in Marvel into what Superman is over at DC. We try to make him that guy. He's always got to win. He's always got to be on top. He's always got to come out victorious. Not always. You know what I'm saying? Rich said, Steve nor Sam can beat T'Challa in a fight because Captain America, the Captain America mag that Sam's in, they got him beating the shit out of T'Challa, and he ain't even got his Falcon gear on. Is that what we saying now? Plain old, no superhuman strength whatsoever, Sam Wilson can beat T'Challa's ass through vibranium. Really, y'all? Really? I do. I mean, and this is the effect. This is the legacy John Ridley's trying to leave. That's what he's trying to leave behind. Captain America is that boy. Captain America could dust off T'Challa. Y'all saw the video I did. He fought Azari. He fought T'Chaka. And he's definitely fought T'Challa in Black Panther number 24. T'Challa told him, I could have crushed your skull if I wanted to, while he was on the ground with his foot on him. I'm going to go ahead and call that a win, regardless of what you say. Black Panther number 30, Christopher Priest run. Zari spanked that ass. Last frame you see in that fight is Captain America over Azari's shoulder, and he's carrying him off. I'm going to call that an L. That's 2 L's. Show me 1 L, other than this John Ridley crap, where Captain America dusted T'Challa off, beat him up, whooped his ass. You're not going to find it. I challenge you to. He might have kicked him off of him, or he might have tried to dive on Cap, and Cap flipped him over him. That's not a win. That's just me keeping you from beating your ass. You know what I'm saying? That's you keeping me off for a second, but I'm going to be right back on you like a ball of white heat. No. I agree, Grand Madam. Jeffrey Lane said Black Panther should be leading the Avengers right now in the MCU, period. Yep. He ain't going to bust nothing. He ain't going to bust nothing. Not Captain America. Captain America ain't that cat. You know what I'm saying? I would give somebody like Wolverine or Spider-Man a better advantage over, if they even, and even them two done got washed by T'Challa. So it's like, I'm not saying T'Challa is that cat and can't nobody beat him. I'm not saying that. But to try to put him in a position and say he ain't putting hands on people, you know what I'm saying? Name any top fighter in the Marvel universe. T'Challa can hang. I ain't saying he beating them. I ain't saying they beating him. But T'Challa, put some respect on the man's name. And here's one thing that people really don't think about when it comes to T'Challa. Unlike Batman, T'Challa does not need prep time. He studies his foes. He studies his foes. So when we step out and we already getting ready to touch each other, I already know about you. Let us not forget the only reason T'Challa even joined the Avengers was to do threat assessment. And he told them that in the Christopher Priest run. So why would you kick him out over protocols when the man told you he wasn't doing nothing but threat assessment? See what I'm saying? That's writer shit. You know what I mean? That's writers acting squirrely and funny. That ain't got nothing to do. We gonna change all that up, or we gonna kick him out now. Anyway. They have a thumbnail saying Captain America stops holding back on Black Panther. I saw it just now when I looked up Cap versus Black Panther on YouTube. Even in the animated world, no dice. Maybe Ultimate Avengers, but that was trash. So there you go. Everyone type on YouTube right now, Black Panther versus Captain America, and look what you see. This is the point that I am getting at, Jeffrey. That is what you will see. That's why I'm putting videos up saying nuh-uh. That's why I'm putting videos up saying I bet you cats wish. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not, but show me. You know what I'm saying? Don't tell me no stories. Show me. Other than Black Panther 13 of the John Ridley run. Show me where Cap is putting hands on T'Challa to the point where it's like, oh, ain't no doubt in nobody's mind. Cap got that. He's taking the W. Nah, he ain't. Some people even think Wolverine can beat T'Challa, which is funny when Wolverine can barely beat Cyclops. Again, Rich, depends on who's writing it. You know what I'm saying? Because I mean, generally, if we're looking at a universe of characters with different power sets, different abilities, different skills on any given day, anybody should be able to beat anybody. For the most part. I mean, I'm not saying, Daredevil's coming out one shot in the Hulk or nothing crazy like that. But I'm saying from a realistic standpoint, depending on said circumstances. I remember it was a comic book series where Captain America was on drugs and not intentionally. He accidentally ingested some drugs, and Captain America was running around acting like a crackhead. And Daredevil was trying to slow him down, and he beat the tar out of Daredevil. So, again, any given day. But then there's another book where Captain America is in a boxing ring, doing a benefit, and Daredevil comes down and beats the crap out of Captain America in this boxing ring. So, any given day, y'all, any given day, anybody can get it. Anybody can give it. They got Black Panther on his knees in front. Yeah, it's the John Ridley run, Jeffrey. It's Black Panther 13. It's the John Ridley run. yeah. we been on it, bro. We've been on it. Cap can't even beat T'Challa running. Not in the MCU. Tony Stark has many hero-specific armors to take those heroes down, including Black Panther. T'Challa still beat him, but T'Challa is kicked out. Yeah. Tony Stark was told to stand down by the Avengers for attacking people who had some of his technology or some components of his armor incorporated into their spiel. He said, "Nah, I ain't stopping." So they kicked him out of the Avengers. But he's back. Only because he lied. But you can look that story up. Yeah, Cap on Crack. It's called Streets of Poison. Look that up. Captain America, Streets of Poison. It's an interesting, funny storyline. Overrated beast that only to survive some of his fights due to plot armor and works best against a bunch of dumb fodder. We talking about Cap, Rick? I hate that run, and I never saw it up until now. It's a damn shame how they do people. You ain't missing nothing, Jeffrey. Trust me. He ain't doing nothing but making Cap look like, making T'Challa look like a punk. And it's gonna be over with issue 15. So we won't have to put up with it much longer. Yes, Mr. Smith, Armor Wars. Yep. Look here, y'all. How many of y'all? He said I can fit him too. I read a preview for issue 14 that cannot be real. It comes out next week, right, Chill? It comes out next week, right? That and Photon. Issue. Okay. Yeah. And we doing that when we doing Photon Friday again, right? Yeah. Maybe we can discuss that one too. But it might not make it to next Friday because as soon as I see it, I'm gonna go ham. Look here. I did a video on the significance of Fantastic Four number 12. Did anybody catch that video? Don't answer all at once. I'll wait for it in the comments. Did anybody see my video on Fantastic Four number 12? Anybody? Ray Smith didn't see my video on Fantastic Four number 12. Okay. Anybody else? Nope. Gonna be a bunch of nopes all the way down. Because if I look at views, I could probably just answer that question myself. Nah, y'all did not look at it. Okay. All right. Okie dokie then, y'all. Okay. First ever meeting between the Fantastic Four and the Hulk. Yes, Kamoyo Kid. It was a story that it featured a more intelligent Hulk. It featured a strategic Hulk taking on the Fantastic Four one at a time, like somebody else we know, rather than taking on them all at once. And I thought that was really cool for the Hulk. Now, Dre Mack, what's good, my dude? When did I post it, Mr. Smith? 22 hours ago. So yesterday. Fantastic Four, number 12. Cost 12 cents. It came out, or it has a cover date of March 1963. Next month will be the 60th anniversary between the first meeting between the Fantastic Four and the Hulk. Now, thank you, Jeffrey. I'm glad. No, it's not a crossover. Technically, a crossover is when a character appears in more than one book, or two characters appear in one another's books. Fantastic Four number 12 only featured the Hulk, but that was the first time one Marvel character with a monthly title and another character with a monthly title appeared in the same book. That's the significance of that video. Also, the first time that the Hulk and the Thing squared off against each other, because Hulk defeated the other three Fantastic Four, and him and Ben Grimm, I ain't gonna spoil it for you, but it's the first of many battles that Ben Grimm and the Hulk have. Most of them, Hulk taking them, but I think it was during the Jonathan Hickman run on Fantastic Four that I think it was the Hickman run that Ben Grimm and Alicia were on an island, and the Hulk was on that island, and Ben Grimm and the Hulk ended up fighting, and Hulk hit him so hard he knocked him out, but he broke his arm in the process. So I may be doing some videos on Hulk versus the Thing, because I know there was another incident where Ben Grimm and the Hulk were fighting, and out of nowhere, Ben Grimm just transformed from the Thing back into his regular human self. And Reed Richards hired Luke Cage to be the muscle in the Fantastic Four. So yes, that's more edutainment for you. Luke Cage was a member of the Fantastic Four for 3 issues. Okay, you know what, Chillmonger? I take that back. It was the Dan Slott run on Fantastic Four. Thank you for correcting me. That it was the Dan Slott run on Fantastic Four. That was the one where he punched the Thing. I mean, he punched the Hulk and broke his arm, but he knocked him out though. So, because I think it was either Kamoyo Kid or me and D. Steezer was talking, and it was like, yeah, the Hulk always has his number and blah blah blah. Most of the time, I'm a big Ben Grimm fan. That's me. I'm like, dang, what's he doing there? Huge Ben Grimm fan. Huge Ben Grimm fan. I liked my man Benji. I liked my man Benji. I'm like, he's an honorary Negro. I give Ben honorary status. I like him because Ben ain't just brute force. He's a brawler, but you know, Ben a knuckle up and box. You know what I mean? That's what I like about him. Oh, Chillmonger. Orange is the new black. Orange is the new honorary black. Okay. Let me get these last couple. Okay, I will check it out. Thank you, sir. They fought again, and yeah, Luke was smashing the Invisible Woman too. I didn't see that, but maybe that happened off panel. Yeah, Reed may have been an exoskeleton Thing suit. Yes, which he wore and went up against Galactus, and Galactus shot a beam at him that turned him back into the Thing. So technically, that Thing was a herald of Galactus. Anyway, I love the Hulk. Okay. Sorry, no. Sorry, no what? I don't know. Anywho, what movies are y'all gonna watch for Black History Month? Did y'all see my video on what movies you should watch for Black History Month? Y'all didn't watch that either, huh? Once upon a time, Jeffrey, they were. Once upon a time, they were. So I did a video also last night where I recommended 5 movies I think you should watch for Black History Month. Okay. And I knew this was getting ready to happen as soon as I said it. Okay. They are vastly different. Well, I don't say vastly different, but they're slightly different. So you get a little bit of everything. Okay. Shaft, the 1971 version of Shaft. That don't mean I don't like Samuel L. Jackson's version. I'm just saying the 1971 version has more significance than the 2000 version. Dead Presidents. Come on now. Who doesn't like the movie Dead Presidents? Especially that scene in the staircase with Anthony and Cuddy the pimp. And all the Vietnam scenes. Okay. Another movie I recommend. A lot of people don't like it. Jason's Lyric. Okay. Ask yourself, how long has it been since you saw Jason's Lyric? Regardless of how you feel about Jada Pinkett Smith. When's the last time you watched? And of course, no Black History Month would be complete without Malcolm X. Ooh. And then I threw a curveball in there when everybody's like, oh, he's just gonna call out all old movies. The Hate You Give. If you have not seen The Hate You Give, you need to check it out. The Hate You Give is a banger. It's one that's torn right out of today's headlines. This George Floyd, Breonna Taylor, Tyre Nichols, Ahmaud Arbery, that kind of a thing. And it's a very good movie, and it's a very interesting movie that highlights code switching. Something that I don't think a whole lot of people have to do. You know what I mean? It just seems like a lot of times, more often than not, it's us that always have to do code switching. So, watched and shared already. Ask Theo. I saw when you said sharing. Thank you, sir. Appreciate you. Haven't seen X since I was a kid. No one man should have that much power. That was gangster. You can't tell me that wasn't gangster because I was in the movie theater like, because Malcolm is one of my idols. Look for a video this month from me called My Forefathers. And it'll give you a very interesting perspective about your man and them. But anyways, look here, y'all. That's it. I think we covered all the topics. FF12, Capping the Panthers, DC, Tyre Nichols, movies to watch for Black History Month. By George, I've hit all my marks. And I didn't get distracted by side talk in the chat. I must be getting better at this. Hey, y'all, check this out. I am going to, I think Saturday, I want to do a live with my man Nico here, Nico Bean with the Steam. He is a very staunch supporter of what we do. And when I say we, y'all know what I'm talking about. So y'all should give the man a play. He's got quite a few interesting videos on his page. He's got some narratives that he discusses about like alternate universe or different version Black Panthers. He's also got one that about Jon Stewart that I think y'all would probably enjoy. But give the man some airplay, man. Like I said, look for it on Saturday. I'll put up some, the regular notices that I put up when I'm gonna do a live. But until then, y'all, I want to thank Mr. Ray Smith. I want to thank Nico Bean. I want to thank Jeffrey Lane, Chillmonger, everybody who already has showed up and showed out and been in here. Good gravy, man. It's a lot of y'all. Like I said, Nico, Ashura. Wow, Ashura was surprisingly quiet. The lovely and talented Grand Madam Tarot. My man Theo B. Y'all make sure y'all check out Theo B. I ain't saying, I'm just saying, but most of y'all already check him out anywho, but keep checking him out. Grand Madam Tarot also has a page. Y'all should check her out too. Let's see, my man Ray Smith, always here. Kamoyo Kid, always here. I appreciate y'all that rock with me. Second Street Marvel even stopped in. Y'all should check him out. I think he does a live on Friday, I want to say. And Most Benevolent King, H-Town Boss, Rich to God. I like that name. And of course, the incomparable Chillmonger, who is known for his 33 burning questions on the weekend, and soon to be known for his Photon Fridays that he does with your mans in them. But that's all I got for right now. I will be hollering at y'all. I will be coming at y'all with another one of them other ones. And until I do, y'all be good. Be good to each other. Happy Black History Month. Peace out.